Well, there you are again. Charlie Greer podcast. I do this every day. Today, Delphi murders. Is the end near? Man, I hope so. Man, I hope so. First of all, I pray for Abby and Libby, pray for their families, pray for law enforcement, spread the blessings. Also, please share, like, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, there's information in the description for Zelle. Moving on. So yeah, is the end near? Are they close? Are they just going to do another? Dang, we made a mistake. I mean, I don't know. With the lately, there was DNR. I watched a podcast. I'm not going to name the podcast. I don't like name dropping or naming names. I watched a podcast, and some guy did an interview with DNR, and then he had written transcripts. So he, talked about it. And DNR was the dude that was like a KK cellmate. Funny thing is, I did a video called KK, TK, and DNR, and supposedly someone claimed to be DNR commented. He was like, "No, I got it all wrong, but thank you, good luck." And it's not DNR, so I don't know if it was him or not. If it was, hang in there, brother. It's a strange, mysterious world. I mean, you keep your head up. Again, I don't know if it was. Did he comment on one of my videos? Who knows? And then EW, I watched a interview with him, and he's the one that accidentally, the night when they were searching, was like, he said the girl, like he almost said victims. And I watched, but it's just you're listening in your video. And it was kind of, again, it's a strange situation people find themselves in. Like he said, he was at work. You go to work one day, and then next thing you know, you're looking for, come on, that's tough. And then you've worked like what, a 8, 10, 12-hour shift. And then next thing you know, you walk through the woods, and then you're on TV. You might slip up a bit, man. So hang in there, brother. Hang in there, EW. Hang in there, DNR. Because quite honestly, it's courageous for both of them to speak out. Most of us probably wouldn't. And that says a lot about them. They want to get some shit done. And you find yourself in a weird situation. And I mean, come on, man. How tough, you know what I'm saying? But are they near? Have we heard anything about the metal detecting in the river or helicopter flights with Doug Carter? Was KK on a military base? Is there anything going on? It's an election year. So that's the stuff you'd want to do, Again, this is my humble opinion. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. I can't solve anything on my own. But I have a feeling, like EW, he said that he had a feeling that it was something connected to something higher up. I do too. He said that they maybe had stumbled on something. I said that also because I think it's a reactionary crime. Maybe they stumbled up on somebody, or they were going to meet if they were catfished, something popped off and somebody snapped. Again, that's my humble opinion. I don't know. It could be something else. You never know. Comment below. What do you think? But we're about due for another kind of leak, or this is a pattern. There's a rhythm to this. Like every month, every 2 weeks, something's going on. I hope they're close. I hope that they're right on hope they're on the right track. I hope something is going on. But again, it just could be, the same old, same old. Won't it be like 6 years in February? 6 long years. Think of the families, man. Again, pray for the families. Oh my God, hot coffee. But yeah, and has law enforcement interviewed DNR? Have they interviewed EW? Do they even care? Well, we got you, it's election year, and I was watching that latest debate with those two people running for sheriff, and the one that everybody, he's the only detective on the case too. Um, he's like, oh no good old boy network here, no. Like 20 seconds later, he's like, I'm a good old boy. Don't you think we have ears, dude? Don't believe your lying ears. I mean, who would vote for that dude? I mean, seriously, man. I'm not from Carroll County. I'm not from Delphi, but come on. I mean, granted, he might be a great guy. I don't know. He looks like the same old. It's the new boss, same as the old boss kind of shit. And the other guy was saying they will not let. They've got teams ready to go. They want, and they get being turned away. And then he goes, "Oh no, we're not. We're working with." Who's what the hell? And the one dude is like, "We're not." He's just puzzle gutted and got a guns. Could he pass a physical, man? What's his IQ? Don't they have to take psychological testing too if you're gonna be a cop? And this is my humble opinion. I'm just ranting like a madman because I care. This shit aggravates me. Thinking about somebody going out there to two girls, like how tough are you? Scumbag. I mean, shit. So is it near? Are they close? Well, they're not telling us anything. Was it DNR who commented on my video? I don't know. And why would he comment on mine? I have like that. Nobody's watching mine. How do you even find me? Like I have the worst podcast in the history of podcasts. I mean, nobody's watching. I have no subscribers. Nobody's watching. I do this for like therapeutical reasons. I like doing it. It's like therapy. Maybe did he get something off his chest so he wanted to hide, so he knew that nobody would say. I don't know. And again, bless your heart, dude. No hard feeling. And again, you're in a tough situation. I get it. It was just my personal opinion. Thank you for watching my video. If it is you, hang in there. And EW, he's from around there. He might know a few things that he can't say. There's a certain thing you don't want to but he would know if there was corruption or whispered, maybe he's onto something. Like I say, I think this ties into something higher up. They even admitted him themselves. That Anthony Shots account popped off one of the biggest investigations in Indiana history. Is that kind of what EW was kind of talking about? Maybe he don't know enough. He didn't exactly, but something. Pardon me. I'm sorry I'm slurping, but man, this coffee's so hot. Black coffee, hot. I haven't done a Delphi video in a week or more. And again, it's on my mind though. I'm obsessed with this case. Why am I obsessed with this case? Comment below. Are you who see? Is it just me? Something about the girl, I don't know. People preying on the innocent, a dude or dudes or whoever it was. Again, I have a suspicious mind. I mean, everything's suspicious to me. Is the bridge guy video real? Is it all just smoke and mirrors? We'll just keep on going on. Is this like the Zodiac killer or something? We're like, no, we don't know. I said we could. And why is there only one detective on it? And he's running for sheriff. Does that make any sense? That's what he said. And is the other dude correct when he's saying they're turning away people? Like the guy said, we have teams, we have people ready to go, and they say no, they don't want to. How can that be? And there's some kind of oversight committee be like, look, man, you guys have been holding some stuff back. We need to get in there. And why won't they release any more information? That's suspicious. And the guy, the deputy that's running for sheriff, the dude that's like, oh, I'm not a good old boy. No good old boys. I am a good old boy. What is it, And he said, I'm doing a good job. Oh, really? Good job. Pat yourself on the back. Can't people see through that? I mean, am I the asshole? Come on. I don't like to judge people how they look. Look at him, man. He's the best. Could he do a pull-up? He's supposed to be a sheriff. Maybe he is a gunted, beer-gutted, Superman. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. And he's talking in a lot of generalities. I mean, I do too, but I'm not running for sheriff, man. Well, yep, see, huh? Okay, bye, fine. No, that ain't gonna flush, man. Fuck. It's frustrating. Again, I just think a lot of this is suspicious. I don't believe a lot of this. I think that I hope that they know more than, of course they do, but I hope that they're on the right track. I hope Doug Carter's just sitting there, just like, you wait till, like, of course, due process. You don't want to go out and string somebody up. Comment below. Let me know. Is any of this real? I mean, if I'm talking about stuff we know. Or is it just bits and pieces here? See, maybe. I mean, did DNR comment on my guy? I don't know. Is it even him? Was it just like a troll? I don't know. Again, nobody's watching my podcast. But I'm suspicious, and I think EW is correct about certain things. This goes up a little higher. Not necessarily what he was talking about. I don't know. He said they found skulls in the. I mean, kids could be doing that, Again, there's coincidences in murder, and crime. But in little towns, you would think like, oh, it's a little town. Man, I grew up in a little town. There's everything all the time, basically. It's just like a city. Nobody's exempt from anything. You think like, oh, we live in this small little town, man. People are people. And people have problems. People are narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths. That's just a thing. Everybody, everywhere you go, you can't find a place. And when the news does talk about it, they're just kind of candy coating in this and that. Where's the deep divers? Where's like a real journalist? It's just like, guys, where's the pit bull journalist that's just going to like get in there and. Has it been too long? Is that what it is? It's so shit. Those kids that were on the trail that day, if there were any other kids, I don't know, they said they were, how old would they be? So if they were like the kids at like Abby and Libby's age, like 13, 14, so they'd be like, what, 19, 20? Is there gag orders? Is there just like a ton of gag orders? What's up with KK? Is that even true? I don't know. They're not telling us. And I get it, for some things you got to be like, no, see, we got a case that we got, so, but dribble out a little few things. And who's the informant or, leaker for the couple there? Wouldn't it be inadmissible in court? Because I said this a while back on one of my videos I did on Delphi, that I think they're dealing with human behavior, which is mistakes. They admitted they made mistakes. Inadmissible evidence for whatever reason that is. There could be a plethora of reasons it's inadmissible. So if I got this straight, if I got this correct, all the new information goes through the prosecutor, district attorney, or whatever his name is, first. And now the ex-mayor is in there, and then it goes to this deputy. I don't even know. But then it go to Tobe, and Tobe, the one that's in charge of this stuff now. And when somebody else wins, it's going to be shit. I said this before. It's a Rubik's Cube. You can't, let's see, I don't know. Could it be all bullshit? Could the bridge guy video. See, that's what you'd say. Could the bridge guy video be even fake or planted or whatever the hell? We used to do that during war times when we're using code. We'd send out a bunch of nonsense to make people busy work. So they're just working on this. That doesn't make any sense. It's just, that's what you do. You're in law enforcement. You're in intelligence. You know this. That's what you would do. Oh, that'll be working. People are looking at that and trying to get the face of the, and it looks like a abstract painting. Could be. Again, my humble opinion. I'm just asking questions. I don't know. Again, I can't solve anything. I had problems in my life I can't solve. So I'm just, again, but this case affects me. And if you need to go on a deep dive, basically, honestly, this ain't the place to be. There's people out there that are a lot better, that do this on the daily. And that's where I get my information from. And I'll Google here and there and try to, but I'm just watching YouTube videos. And just my gut feeling, my intellect thinking, like, no, something ain't right. Like, there's so much stuff that's not right. Other unsolved crimes or video. This one is like a doozy. I don't know. It just seems like it went flat again. It seems like this case will be up, and then it goes down. It's just like this up, and it's like a roller coaster. Is it because it's election year? They're just they're just spinning their wheels and like, yep, see, look at what we're doing here. Well, I don't know. I think EW is right. I think well, they said he was basically the law enforcement. This Anthony Schatz kicked off a huge investigation that they're not even telling you what it's about. We kind of know, but would it be the pyramids of power? Like, people are just connected, like necessarily didn't do the crime, but they're connected because they're doing other things online or sharing files, whatever. And then they have to cover that up because it will expose all the other stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like, some of these people that are in power didn't do the crime, but they are connected somehow because they were sharing files or news. Who knows? I think something like that's going on. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Again, I don't know. I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not a psychic. But I do know when I'm getting bullshitted. I do know. It's like, oh, okay. I recommend you watch that sheriff debate with the two. The first one I watched, there was 3. Pardon me. I guess one guy didn't poll too good, so he's, I don't know. But watch that sheriff. He's just a narcissist, man. Yeah, well, or not the sheriff, but the guy that's a deputy, whatever. He's running for sheriff. The other guy seems to be like sincere and he seems like he wants to get this done. The other guy, I guess it's in the lead, whatever. He's just me. They're doing it for me. I self me. He's doing a lot of what narcissists do. And of course, birds of a feather stick together. If you're a narcissist, you're gonna be running around other narcissists. And if you're in that kind of people think they're smart. And corruption is a thing. I don't care if it's nepotism, favorism, cronyism. That's everywhere. Any town you live in, well, my family so-and-so, this, that. No, you can't get away from that. It's in Hollywood. It's in small town Delphi. It's everywhere. Every town. In my town. Where I'm from and where I'm living now. I mean, every town I've ever lived in. You can't get through that. It's tough. Is the end near? Do you think that we're close? Comment, let me know. I just don't think so. I have a feeling that this will be, I hope I'm wrong. Again, pray for the families, pray for Abby and Libby, pray for law enforcement, pray for everybody. Pray for DNR, pray for EW, pray for that couple, the leaker, everybody. All the YouTubers. Again, people have been putting years of work into this. Law enforcement, the family, YouTubers, everybody. And it's drug people in. When I was listening to EW, he was talking about how it affected his life and his family, and he had to move out of the county. I get it, bro. I take my hat off to you, man, for having courage to come up and say something. That was a rough spot to be in that night. You worked all day, and you probably got a real job, not like, Then you walk the trails for how long? Those trails, it didn't probably just exhausted, not that, and everybody else is saying certain things. So you just repeat, and all of a sudden there's a camera in front of you, like hey, we're going to, anybody in that situation would look suspicious. You might say the wrong, people are trying to, like any word you say, you know what I mean? So I take my hat off to EW and DNR because they don't have to come forward. You know what I mean? It seems like they're genuine. They want something to happen in this case. They want it to be solved. They probably have kids too, or nieces and nephews and this, that, and the other. And if they live around there, damn, they don't want to. Because they say like he's hiding in plain sight. Well, hell, if he is, then he's a local. Who is he? Don't you think the locals would be like? I think that they should be like rant and raving at these debates for the new sheriff. Don't you think there would be like some kind of protest or something like every 6 months or something? Like do it quarterly, every 3 months. I don't know. Shake the tree. See how many apples fall, or do you not want to? Because if you do that, then you're like, because somebody was commenting like that they live around there and the cops are really hard on like petty crime, but like other stuff that like needs like detective work or this, that, they don't have the time. There's not that. I mean, how many of them is there? I mean, but when that guy that's run for sheriff said he was the only detective working on that case, man, my gut sunk, my heart sunk. Like, are you kidding me? Then that's what I'm picking up. I'll pick, oh man, like this shit. And how much experience does he have on a sophisticated, complicated murder? Again, I think people are being sheep dipped. Me, you, everybody. Is he also? That's what you usually do. Sheep dip everybody. Don't even know what you're doing. And of course, if you use something that wants power, it's about power to you. They're saying, watch that debate. Me. They're doing it for me. Like, what would you? I think I didn't say that once. The guy just keeps on repeating that. And again, he was like, "Oh, there's no good old boys here." 20 seconds later, he's like, "I'm a good old boy." Double talking shit. Don't you think someone would stand up in that audience and be like, some pissed off mother or something, or father? Anybody? It seems like everybody's kind of like Betty Boop. Oh, yeah, well, you do that. No, you don't need more than that. They're expecting that from you. You need to grind. You need to just be like grinding them up. Yeah, it is, It's going to take some courage. I wonder how many EW said he moved out of the county. How many other people have moved out? Just like, man, I'm done with this. Like, I can't take it, He said he didn't go too far, but I mean, I get it. You can't, for one, and again, I applaud him for coming forward, and I applaud DNR too for coming forward. Again, this is my humble opinion. I don't know, but I do care, and I do think that like this case is just a shit show, full of just small town corruption, like even like corruption. Don't you tell me what to do. People are contrary. They don't want to hear anything. Most people, when you're talking to them, trying to have a conversation, they're formulating what they're about to say next. They're not listening to you, man. That's everywhere too. And some of these people are like, right? Tell me what to do. Man, they'll do the opposite. They're contrary. Yes, no. And then he said he was the only detective. And then the other guy was like, oh man, we have teams ready to go. These people, he said that Delphi has turned away TBI, which is Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, who I'm from Tennessee. You don't want TBI. TBI, man. They and GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Well, shit, they're bloodhounds. They'll figure it out. Turned away. Why is that? And then he was like, he kind of talked in like, gibber. Oh, well, no, see, we didn't know they're working with this. Huh? He just said you turned them down and other teams ready to go. Nope, I'm the only one. That's all I need. I don't know. I think that there should be like more physical exams, like a physical thing, like, like make them run shit, climb a rope, do something, pull-ups, physical, and then psychological testing. I know they do background testing and stuff, but then again, if there's cronyism, favoritism, they can get around that too. They'll just, so you're telling me that guy is the best? He's the most fit. He's the smartest. He's the most dedicated. Come on, man. Again, no hard feelings to the dude, and it ain't personal. It's just that we're dealing with like a horrible crime that has gone unsolved for almost 6 years. It's like, oh, we're doing a great job. Great job. At what? Not doing a great job? I mean, that's another thing. You can word things differently, And it's how he's just kind of like, got that, hey, who would even do that? Because the other guy's holding himself correct. This dude is, and the suit he's wearing, I mean, at best, he's slovenly. I mean, come on. Hell, man, do a week of peel-a-pound soup, man. Lose some of that. Shit. Walk. Start walking. I don't get it. I hope something's about to happen. But it's an election year, so are they just doing this because of, are they close? Is the end near? Have we just fallen for another? This is another carrot they're dangling in our face. Could be. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. I hope not. Have they fixed those trails? I know they got like over $1 million to fix that bridge. I don't think they've done anything. Like, where'd that money go? Who's in charge of that money? Who is there anybody? I don't know. It's a sad situation. Again, pray for Abby and Libby. Pray for their families. Pray for law enforcement. Pray for all the YouTube. Pray for everybody that's coming. That's doing the work. Keeping this case in the public's eye. Because it isn't I mean, come on. Can't you remove yourself and see, you know what I mean? Can't you do like I'm talking about law enforcement here. Can't you do like a personal like inventory and see how you're perceived? Is self-perception even in the realm of your thought? Like, how are we perceived if we just don't, why aren't you doing any more pressers? Because most of your pressers, you're just admitting how many mistakes you've made. Again, you weren't, I get it, man. You weren't prepared. You're small town. I get it. But Illinois State, Indiana ISP or whatever it's called, aren't they prepared? Don't they get to see stuff? Or is it just this whole thing I don't know. Oh, not. Oh, it's like Occam's razor. It was simpler than people thought. And that's what it is. And we got them. And there you go. Done. We shall see, huh? We shall see. Look, I do this every day, not necessarily about the Delphi murders. I'm all over the place with my podcast. Please like, share, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, I got information for Zelle in the description. I'm going to be doing more of these. I might even go live at night on the Delphi one of these nights. Um, you never know. But yeah, I do this every day. So I'll be back tomorrow. Look, I love y'all. Be blessed. Cheers.